So, my name is Elizabeth Warren. I am a candidate for President of the United States. This is literally my first full day as a candidate for president, and I'm delighted to have a chance to spend it with you here today. I'll do one quick part about this. I've watched what a union job does. I have 3 older brothers. They all went off to the military. One became career military. One got out and started a small business. One got out and joined a union. And he was a crane operator. And he has a pension today because he belonged to a union. I've seen what unions do. I think the biggest problem facing America today is that we have a country, a government, that works great for those at the very top. Yep. It works great for those who already have money. Yep. It works great for those who can hire armies of lobbyists and lawyers. Mm-hmm. It's just not working for much of anyone else.
Just a couple years ago, I took a job with my international union. I'm the Midwest regional organizer, so I go in and help organize locals. I cover the whole Midwest. I think I have 13 locals that I deal with. And I also, here in the city of Davenport, I am on the Davenport School Board.
What the Employee Free Choice Act would have done is enabled us to basically just have card check, and when the majority of workers want to have a union and they send a card saying so, they get a union. And then after that, if the union and the employer weren't able to come to terms within 120 days, it would have had binding arbitration. Because even when we sometimes succeed then to even have a union and voted in, even that's a long process, management will then hire $1 million law firms, right, to fight us, and we're just working people, we don't have $1 million lawyers, and basically delay the first contract. Finally got the supervisors to agree to raise the minimum wage, and it wasn't even a dramatic one, it was modest, it was like up to $8.25 an hour. And 2 days later, the governor signed a preemption bill that basically lowered the minimum wage statewide. So I think that this is the first place in the country in which a government actually lowered the minimum wage.
I understand about a minimum wage at a very personal level. My family, when I was growing up, we were a paycheck to paycheck family. When my daddy had a heart attack and was out of work for a long time, we lost our family car. We were on the edge of losing our home. And my mother, who was 50 years old, had no experience, never worked out outside the home, was terrified. She pulls on her best dress, puts on her high heels, and she walks to the Sears Roebuck and gets a minimum wage job. That minimum wage job saved our home, and it saved our family. But here's the difference. A minimum wage job when I was a kid would keep a family of 3 out of poverty. A minimum wage job when I was a kid would pay a mortgage, the utilities, and put food on the table. Today in America, a minimum wage job, full-time, 40 hours if you can get it, will not keep a mama and a baby out of poverty. It will not cover the cost of an average 2-bedroom apartment in any state in America. This is wrong. No one should work full-time and still live in poverty.
For the longest time, it was always, your kid's got to go to college, your kid's got to go to college. And then when I got on, I said, well, I didn't go to college, I went to the trades. And some of the people I graduated with, they might live at home in their parents' basement still, with a college degree, because they're teaching them and training them for jobs that aren't there. They're overfilled, there's too many people. I think that's a huge hurdle that if we can overcome that hey, you can make the same kind of money whether you go into a trade or you go public sector, private sector, or whatever the case may be, you go to manufacturing. There's good jobs and all that stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, I know you see memes on Facebook and stuff where that parent's talking about, well, look at that janitor over there, you don't want to be like that. Well, that janitor's making more money and got benefits, health insurance and everything else, and is providing for their family.
We need less power in the hands of some giant multinational corporations and more power in the hands of unions and workers. That's how